Hello friends, as I have mentioned in my previous video of plumbing basics that in a developing countries, the municipalities or local government does not supply water for 24 hours. So people have to store water for their needs. The quantity of water to be stored will depend on the size of the family and their lifestyle. Generally, the water consumption per person per day is around 150 to 200 liters. So for a family of 4, if we consider a water requirement for 2 days is approximately 1500 liters. This was about the individual house or bungalow. But it is also equally important for multi-story apartment building where the water storage is a must as the municipality supply might not have that head or pressure so that it can reach the terrace of a high-rise building. Hence, first they have to store water in the underground tank and then pump it to the overhead tank on the terrace. When we choose water storage tanks for our house, it should fulfill our requirement as per our needs. When we compare plastic versus concrete water tanks, the properties, cost, life of tanks, etc. plays a major role while making selection. So in this video, I will give you a brief comparison about these water tanks, which will help you to make the right choice for your house. So let's begin. Plastic water tanks, concrete water tanks. Composition. Plastic water tank is made of high density polyethylene, whereas concrete water tank is made from reinforced cement concrete or ferrocement. Durability. Plastic water tanks are less durable as compared to concrete water tanks, whereas concrete water tanks are more durable as compared to plastic water tanks. Strength. Plastic water tanks have low strength as compared to RCC water tanks. If some heavy materials fall on the tank, it can break easily, whereas concrete water tanks have a high breaking strength as compared to plastic water tanks. Weight. Plastic water tanks are lightweight, whereas concrete water tanks are heavy and strong as they are made of reinforced concrete. Maintenance. Plastic water tanks requires minimal maintenance as compared to concrete water tanks as it is easy to clean, whereas maintenance cost of concrete water tanks is higher as compared to plastic water tanks as they are difficult to clean. Installation. Installation of plastic tanks is easier than concrete tanks due to its light weight. In case of concrete water tanks, more skilled persons are required to construct it and waterproof it. Hence, construction is not easy. Time for construction. Plastic water tanks are ready-made, hence it requires less time for construction at site, whereas the construction of concrete water tank is time-consuming. Cleaning. Plastic water tanks are easy to clean as compared to concrete water tanks, but concrete water tanks are difficult to clean as compared to plastic water tanks. Manufacturers. The standard manufacturers of plastic water tanks are Syntex, Purvi, Finolex, National Plastics, etc. But concrete water tank can be constructed by local contractor and fabricated on site. Leakage. Plastic water tanks are less prone to leakage. In case of concrete water tanks, the leakage may become a major problem if not constructed carefully. Color resistance to UV light. Plastic water tanks have low resistance to UV light, so it may fade the color of the tank and tank can also become brittle, causing cracks. Whereas concrete water tanks have high resistance to UV light. Rusting. Plastic water tanks are rust proof, whereas concrete water tanks are not rust proof as compared to plastic water tanks. Any leakage in the tank will be subjected to corrosion, creating many problems. Summer season. In case of plastic water tanks, in summer season, water becomes hot quickly, but concrete water tank keeps water cool due to insulation value of concrete. Growth of algae. In case of plastic water tanks, the growth of algae doesn't take place. But in case of concrete water tanks, the presence of light may cause the growth of algae in the stored water, which may pollute the water. Shifting. Plastic water tank can be transported anywhere and up to any height, but concrete water tank cannot be moved after construction. Cyclone. During cyclone, if the plastic water tank is empty or partially filled with water, the tank may get dislocated from its original position. But in case of concrete water tank, during cyclone, it is stable in its original position because it is heavy in weight. Earthquake. Plastic water tank is safe during the earthquake as it is light in weight and flexible in connections. In case of concrete water tank, During earthquake, the crack may appear on the tank surface or sometimes tank may collapse if not designed properly. Flexibility. Plastic water tanks connection is flexible, whereas concrete water tanks connection is rigid. Size. The plastic tanks are available up to 50,000 liters, but concrete water tank sizes depend upon the availability of the space, and they can be constructed of any size based on actual needs. Cost. Plastic tanks are cheaper as compared to concrete water tanks. The price of the plastic water tanks depends upon the size of the tank. It approximately ranges from 5 rupees to 10 rupees per liter. Concrete tanks are costlier, almost thrice that of plastic tanks. It depends on the size of the tank and its location, that is on which floor it is constructed. The higher the terrace, higher the labor cost. So friends, I hope I have covered all the major differences between plastic water tanks and concrete water tanks in this video. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a like and share it with everyone you know. If I have missed any difference in this video, you can mention it in the comment section.